Elsie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. I got home at about 10 minutes ago, but I was going to phone you, honestly.
No problem. I have a lunch meeting in a few, so I thought let me try you again.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
There's a problem here.
Can you hear
Elsie,
me?
let me phone you back.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me now?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Good. I'm listening.
There
What
we
can
go.
I do for you?
Yeah, so I saw a post earlier this week with regards to your helping the Afrikaners with the refugee program. So we've been in America for quite some
Yes.
time now, but I do have family and friends that still need to come over.
Mhm.
So what does that process look like? What do you do for them? How do you help them? What do you need in order to help them?
So look, what I need in order to help them is, first of all, they have to get their criminal clearance certificate.
Okay.
An 8 rand Postnet. They wait for 48 hours for that.
Okay.
Are you here?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Then they have to take their IDs and their contact references to a attorney or to a accountant that's assigned with authority to verify,
Okay.
including the criminal record certificate, and have it verified by them.
Okay. And then
Right?
what do you
Normal
do with that?
price for
How?
that would be between 700. Normal price for that would be between 700 and 4,000 to 4,500 rand by these institutions. Plus, whatever their attorney or accountant would charge them for the consultation.
Okay.
Right. So
Yes.
that is basically the preparation of their documentation.
Okay. And then I also
Then,
read that, I'm sorry.
wait. Then a FICA clearance on them have to be done.
Okay.
Financial intelligence clearance.
Okay.
Right? Depends on who they use. It could cost anything between 150 and 220 rand.
Okay.
Normal price. Right. So
Yes.
this is what the average person's cost is to have their documentation prepared in order to come on a list that must be sent.
Okay. And where is
Are
that
you still
list?
there?
I'm still here. So I just want to find out and
Yes.
make sure I understand. So the list that you're speaking of, is that a list that's going to the embassy, or where is that list
No.
going?
That list is going straight into America to the department currently being assigned by the President of America on the executive order, who is currently dealing with the work that the previous United States of America Refugee Acceptance Program was doing.
Okay. So you do have contacts there.
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Okay. And I've also read that you have spoken to Americans and Americans have contributed. How does that work?
No, they have not started contributed financially yet. We are in the talking phase and working out what and how things can and should be done.
Okay. Because the reason I'm asking...
I have a South African donor.
Okay.
I have a South African donor that have willingly from his own side offered his assistance to help some families with this preparation cost of their documentation in order for them to have their names and things sent to that department so that they can be given a referral that is required so that they can receive the necessary documents to fill them in to take up their refugee status in the United States of America.
Okay. I'm so sorry for all the questions, but the reason I'm asking
No, you're welcome.
is I've already paid money to someone in South Africa that said they're going to help my
Hello?
family. Yes, can you hear me?
I hear you clearly.
There we go. So I've already paid money to South Africa to someone that said they're going to help my family and they've disappeared with the money. So that's why I'm trying to
So
just...
you are breaking away. I don't know where's the problem.
I'm not
Hello?
sure.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Yeah, you were gone for a while.
There we go. So I've already paid money to someone in South Africa that said they're going to get my family on a list and all that, and they disappeared. I haven't heard from them since. So that's why I'm trying to make
Oh,
sure.
really?
Yes, so that's why I'm trying to make sure how the process works, what's going to happen, if you are actually speaking to people in America, because we are here, and I've spoken to the ambassadors, and as far as we can tell, there has been no official list. They haven't spoken with anyone in South Africa, so that's why I'm trying to kind of make sure you're legit.
Okay, now let me first explain to you. It was clearly defined and spoke and announced to each and every South African that the American embassies does not work with this. If you have my number and you got me on this telephone, I am certain that whoever gave you this, or if it was not me who gave you this, I've given you a document, a circular letter with all the possible options that you can decide upon to use to get the right now, as we speak, to ask for the acceptance of your refugee status in the United States of America.
Okay.
Right? So I have given that information to enable each and every individual that have the interest to do so, to be able to do it solely on their own ability with the knowledge that I've given them.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure, because if the South African Bureau of Affairs and all of them doesn't know about a list yet, that's why I'm just trying to figure out what is happening. So if someone were to do that, how long does it take for you to do their document prep?
Well, the whole process takes about 3 to 3.5 months.
Okay. Let's see. And do you have anything written from the people in America that you're speaking with? Just so that I can feel a little bit better about paying that amount of money.
No, I don't want your money. I don't want your money. First of all, I've never ever asked people for money. I want to make this point very clear. I have never ever requested money to be paid to me to do something for people.
Okay.
I have told them that they can do this themselves and send me their documents as first option. You can go to your accountants, have your documents verified, run the cost for yourself, because whether you do it now or whether you're going to do it on some other system that people are waiting for that's not going to come, you're going to end up in the same situation.
Okay.
Or if you do not have the money that is required and you don't have the know-how or you can't do it yourself, I am willing to take your documents for verification, to put your whole file together, put you on a name list, and have it delivered where it must go. Now, I'm saying this for the last time. I've been for 10 days busy explaining this on air to the people. I've sent the circular letter to all the people that contacted me. I have
Okay.
been frankly very open in explaining the executive order to the people, because they are not reading it on all the other sites in its complete form as it is written. I have explained it word for word. It is on the executive order will and what was instated in the place of the refugee acceptance program to perform those duties, giving absolute urgency to the South African white people.
Okay.
It's in the executive order. Under Section 3, Cap C. And under Section 3 on the executive order, Cap A and B, it is explained how come and who to contact in this situation to enable people go forth. People say, yes, this system has been suspended. It's not a suspension of the immigration process, no, or the refugees, no. It says they have suspended the refugee acceptance program, and that is what it is. But it has now been given to another two departments to deal with until they will decide after 90 days whether they're going to activate that program again, or if they are going to do it in the interest of the Americans, yes or no.
Okay, because, and once again, I do
If you go
apologize.
on my platform, the second last video that has been posted explains this in absolute detail.
Okay.
If you want to get the executive order, you can go on the internet on .gov for the USA of America. You can download that form, and whilst I'm explaining it on that video, you can have it in front of you, and you can go with me through it, and then you will see what exactly I am stating.
Okay. So with regards to the executive order and how that works, I did read every single one of the posts on the government's website, whether in South Africa or in America. I do understand all of that. It's just the application process that I'm not clear about, because the refugee program that is listed on the website is the one that has been suspended. And that was done on the 20th of January. So,
On the 27th of January.
yes. So basically, as far as I can
Let me
tell,
just get my file out, because I want to give you facts and references by name, so that
Okay.
I don't sit and suck things out of my thumb, you know?
no, you're
Because
good.
tomorrow you're going to jump me or write something on the platform and I look stupid.
No, you're good. Basically, what I want to just know is the refugee application form that you're talking about.
It's not an application form, madam. It's not an application form. Let me explain to you how the system works. It is even in this executive order. So let me just get it out, because I want to answer you in facts and reference, and not by, my memory for English words is not the best.
Okay.
So I have to take these things out so that I can, as we speak, we've got a power cut at the moment, so I'm here under the candlelight. Let me just get to where you are, so that I can maybe try to read this for you under this pattern. I know that you've read it, and I would have loved it if you could have had it in front of you, that I can go through it in your presence. I don't know who else is listening to you,
Oh, no, it's
but
just
I would
me.
like to have a lot of people listening into this, because this is the facts of the matter.
Okay, so I did go to the White House page, and I do have the executive order from February 7th open in front of me.
Okay, the one that you have, let me just make sure here. This life is so terrible. This one is February the 9th. That was the Thursday when the president made that announcement of the executive order.
Okay, so the first one was done on February 7th.
I do not have, there was no first one and no second one. The
Okay, so
9th of
I'm sorry you
it's
went
on
away.
record.
What
You
did
can
you
go and check
say?
it up. Hello?
There we go. You're back. I can hear you again.
Oh my God, this is so irritating. Yeah, so what I'm saying is there's only one executive order.
There
There's
is only
one
one.
date. It was Thursday, the 9th of February 2025.
Okay, but on mine it's saying February 7th, and it is on the White House page where you can look at that.
Well, Mama, I have printed
Okay.
I'm not going to argue. I very promptly can start and clicks as much as you like. This is the prompt from White House in front of me, where it even says for immediate. Let me just get there.
So
This light is really bad. For
I-
immediate release.
Yes, I think what you're looking at is when President Trump said it needs to be prioritized.
No, that's a different document. That's the next step up document.
Okay.
I'm looking at the actual executive order.
Okay. And you were speaking
So that's
about
what in-
Section 3B, I think.
3.A, B, and C is of vital importance in this situation to be discussed. That will determine and tell the people exactly what has been done and what has been put into place to proceed with the refugee privilege that he was given to the white South Africans.
Okay. I'm going through it now.
Yeah.
All executive departments and agencies, including the United States Agency for International Development, shall, to the maximum extent allowed by law, halt foreign aid or assistance delivered or provided to South Africa and shall promptly exercise all available authorities and discretion to halt such aid or assistance. The head of each agency may permit the provision of
Sorry. Which section are you reading?
Section 3, Assistance A, and then I just started on B.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know which document you have there. Let me just try to. Young power cuts have started here by us. Let me just give it to you. Section 3 starts as realignment of the U.S. refugee admission program. Let us just use the word as realignment to start off with. They did not say suspension of the U.S. refugee admission program. It says hereby, I hereby proclaim pursuant to sections blah, 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 but that's not important, that entry into the United States of refugees under the USRAP, United States Refugee Acceptance Program, that's what USRAP stands for, would be detrimental to the interest of the United States. I therefore direct that entry into the United States of refugees under the USRAP be suspended.
Okay, so that is not the
Then the line
executive
goes
order.
on and it says, subject to the exceptions set forth in subsection C of the section. Subsection C reads as follows. Subsection C says, notwithstanding the suspension of the USRAP imposed pursuant to subsections A and B of the Section 3, the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Homeland Security may jointly determine to admit aliens to the United States as refugees on case-by-case basis. Now, we're going back to B. B says, really and very clearly, Section 3A says further, subject to the exception set forth in subsection C that we just read of this section, until a finding is made in accordance with Section 4 of this order. This suspension shall take effect on 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 27, 2025. Right. Now we go to subsection 4. Subsection 4 says the Secretary of Homeland Security, resumption of the U.S. refugee admission program. That's the subject under section 4. Within 90 days of this order, the Secretary of Homeland Security, in consultation with the Secretary of State, shall submit a report to the President through the Homeland Security Advisor regarding whether resumption of entry of refugees into the United States under the USRAP would be in the interest of the United States, in light of the policies outlined in Section 2 of this order. So, in very simple terms, we have now read that he has suspended USRAP to actively participate in bringing refugees into the United States of America. In the place of USRAP, he assigned the Secretary of Homeland Security and the Secretary of State to jointly proceed with case-by-case basis to enter refugees into the United States of America. Furthermore, if we proceed further with the executive order, it clearly states as follows: what is concerned to the South Africans, because this was all about mostly South African white people, right?
Okay, if you can pause for 1 second. So, the one that you're reading to me is realigning the United States Refugee Admissions Program. This was done on the 20th of January, and the executive order President Trump made was released on the 7th of February. So this was done more than a week before the executive order. And
Madam.
Yes, sir.
Please. This was done on the 9th of February 2025.
Okay, I'm going to do this real quick so I can show you. Okay, it doesn't.
You don't have to show me. I have it in front of me. I have it right here. You're not going to convince me. I have the exact order here in front of me.
Okay.
And it's clearly stated on the 9th of February 2025.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can find what you're looking at, because I'm not seeing that date.
I can send this to you to send this to you if you wish. I have no problem. But that order of the 9th of February 2025.
Okay, let's see. I'm at February 17.
And more. But I give you the further reading of it. This executive order empower the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Homeland Security to prioritize humanitarian relief, including admission and resettlement through the United States Refugee Admissions Program of Afrikaners in South Africa to the United States of America.
So all of that I've read. I'm just trying to find out who you are contacting in America, because I want to help my family, but I don't want to they don't have the means to go to all of these departments by themselves because they are elderly. So
have that problem.
I'm sorry?
That's 99% of people have that problem. Sad, but it's true.
It is, and I want to find someone that's reliable and trustworthy, but I don't have the money to keep sending money to South Africans who bullshit people. So I'm just trying to make sure you do have a contact in the US that you're working with.
Well, madam, I have just said to you where the documentation and the things are going. I have nothing more to convince you about, and I'm not interested. I offer the service to those who want to use my service, those who doubt me. I have given them all the necessary lines and assistance in advice, which they can follow to bring this as a reality by themselves, for their families or for themselves.
Okay. But I do have one more question. You said that you do.
Yeah, please.
That you did say who you are speaking with, but you didn't tell me who it is in America that you are in contact with. Because if I can verify
Madam,
that,
I am certain I can give you the answer to that. But before I do that, I'm certain I'm going to ask them. So I beg you to phone me tomorrow night, this time. I will in the meantime ask them if I can reveal.
okay, because I do need to know. There's a lot of people that is contacting us. Yes?
But you're most welcome. You're most welcome. You can directly contact with these departments, and they will give you the right person you can deal with. You don't even have to know any specific person's name in these departments.
See, I just want to make sure that you are actually speaking with them. So if I can give them a call and they can tell me you are 100% legit, then I know we can trust you.
Mama, let me explain something to you. If every South African that want to go to America want to make a call like that, do you think they're going to be friendly with you and me?
Well, you know what? I am not in South Africa. I am right here and I go to our local offices quite a bit.
No. I don't want to let you talk for yourself. I want you to understand, if every South African that wants to use my service or that wants to use my advice starts phoning them, do you think they're going to be very impressed?
I don't think so, but it's me. It's not every South African.
Madam, we stop there. It's a point of principle. If you do not trust me, take my advice and do it yourself. Very simple. I've never said I'm the only one that can do it. No. I've never said people must pay me for my service. No. I'm not asking your money.
Okay, but in your letter, it is clearly that there's a lot of people that can't do it by themselves. So that would seem like a way out for quite a lot of people.
Listen to me, please, for God's sake. I am going to say it for the last time. I'm in an argument with you. I'm not trying to prove anything to you. And I'm not this. I've given all the they repaid $1,000 for and learn how to do it for himself and proceed to do it. If I can do it, why can't I do it? I have the same information than them.
I do understand. Like you and I have both said, 99% of the people don't have the means to do all of that by themselves, whether it is transport, whether it's because they're elderly or they can't go to that places because they stay rural. Whichever the case might be, I just don't want to waste money, and I don't want other people wasting money if it's not going to be legit.
Yeah, well, then that is one that you have to make for yourself, Madam. Who said of all respect, I'm not now going to fall for everybody's insecurities. I'm definitely not going to do that.
The only thing I'm asking is please tell me who you're speaking with in the US. That's the only question I have. Can you hear me?
For my service, and I'm giving it to the people that come my way. Yeah, I hear you.
There we go. So I'm not trying to argue with you or be mean. I'm just trying to find out if you are indeed speaking to someone. And if you do have that information, if you can send it my way, then I can verify that it's legitimate. And we'd be happy to make use of your service.
No, I don't want to help you, Madam. I've given you all the information. I'm very honest. I'm not interested. You know, if you honest and people, I
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. Can you say that again?
I say, if I have
Hello? Hello? I'm sorry, there I can hear you.
no, well,
Okay, I'm so sorry. The signal is very, very bad. So I didn't hear the last things that you said. You were cutting in and out. I just wanted to find out if you can provide me who you are speaking with in the US. That way I can know that you are legitimate and you're not trying to take people's money. And I know it sounds horrible, but we've been there quite a couple of times. Every South African is not going to phone the US Embassy. They're not going to phone Homeland Security or anything like that. It's me that wants the information. Hello?
yes, can you hear me now?
There we go. Now I can hear you. You were cutting in and out quite a bit.
Yeah, there's power cuts here by us.
That explains it. I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
catch.
it's a little bit tough.
I didn't catch
Okay,
the
let me
last
explain
part.
it to you nicely. Let me explain this nicely to you. Okay. And I
Okay.
think you have to have understanding for this. Unless you are stubborn, then you won't have understanding for this.
Okay, go ahead.
You is a step like people we are kings. Okay? Are you hearing?
You're cutting in and out. I can barely hear you.
Jesus.
Okay,
Can
try.
you hear me?
There we go.
Okay, so here's the answer for you. You are not the only one that's along this way of helping other people that's going to request from me to find out if I speak to the right people. Okay?
Okay,
Have you heard that part?
I have.
So, who do I now accommodate and who do I not accommodate with this list? And if I start giving a lot of people the numbers for these people to contact them, they're going to get irritated. Are you there?
I am.
Hello?
I am, yeah, I can
They're
hear you.
going to get irritated. Yeah, they're going to get irritated. Okay?
I do understand that. And
Does it make sense to you?
it does, it does. My number has been given out. I can't tell you how much for South Africans that want to come to America. If there is a way that
No, same with my number. I'm talking about the people working in. Sorry. I'm talking not your number and my number that everybody can contact. I'm talking about the people working in the State Department in America.
Okay. Let's say you don't have to give me their phone number. If you can give me their name and I can verify that they do work for the state, that'll be fine.
You know what? You're irritating me. You're irritating me. You think I'm stupid. Please, man, you're not talking to a 10-year-old child. At least I have the decency to phone you back.
And thank
You're
you
not
for
dealing with
that.
a child here.
I
Please,
didn't
man.
think I treated you like a child. I'm just trying to make
No,
sure.
but your questions is very stupid. I must give you the name and then you can still start troubling the people there. Whether you got that number or not. You think I'm stupid, madam? Say to have respect. Please, man.
Okay, so
And the cheated person.
okay, so I get that you're getting irritated with me. I'm trying to have a reasonable conversation with you with regards
No,
to
but your reasonable discussions is unreasonable, madam. And I say
how,
to all respect.
but how is it
Okay? If you're not
unreasonable?
happy with me, stay away from me. Why are you bothering about your insecurities with me? Why do you want me to make me part of that?
I want
Why? What's your problem?
My problem is the fact that South Africans are paying people money that's promising them refugee status and starting a business within the first month in America, but those people promising that stuff has never been here. They have no information that's accurate, but I'm trying to find out if you are legit. Is that such a unreasonable thing to
So now
request?
tell me, who are you? Tell me, who are you to question my integrity? Tell me, who are you? Where do you work? Who are you? What's your assignment?
My assignment is for the Afrikaner people. That is my assignment.
No. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Tell me straight, what position do you hold to investigate me? Because all my information, plus my company's information in South Africa, my real identity, everything has been revealed on this platform.
Okay. And it's the same platform that you said is you're going to be gone and not speak about this, and you're going to withdraw. There's not going to be any live because you already got the information out there. So if these people
Yes,
paid
that's
the
correct.
money and then all of a sudden they can't get a hold of you, what then?
Now let me explain to you. All the people that have contacted me until this stage, and that I got over because I'm not a movie star. I didn't create this to look James Bond. Certainly, and it takes a lot of time to. I voluntarily did this for the people because it's also my people. So I'm not going to sit on the show every night or every 2 nights. I have also my own business to prepare, interest to attend to. I am not sacrificing talking the same thing over and over again. I have in the decency to know that by this time I'm going to vote that and people who are in discussions with me, they are my son. Those people who contacted me, I'll be available with the height and the sisters. If they would require it, they get on my WhatsApp number. I will be a private WhatsApp group where I will be able to get the people I would assert. What's that? Have I heeded it? Are you reading
I can barely hear what you're
another
saying.
more? No, then that's not my problem.
Okay,
Honestly.
there I can hear you again.
I'm saying it again, and it's last time. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I said, I have informed the people that I'm going off this Friday coming. Right. I said to the people, I'm going off the show, which is my right. I'm not a movie, and I want to make my job. It's not my job. I'm not for an extra income from a talk social media. I have informed that those who have read my contact me will be registered in a private group, which is internal rock, by the way, that are contacting the youth from. And then on from this, I will move to a private WhatsApp group, and I will, for those who need advice and for those who need to have to be assisted, I will be available for them. Who is now by Friday on my group, and I will assist them. That's where it stops.
Okay, so you did provide them with a way to contact you if you do go offline.
Madam, the number that you are talking to me on, please have a clearance seeing that you like to make sure that you are dealing with people. Take my telephone number and go and make sure on whose name it is registered. The same number that you are speaking to me on. It's on my personal name and with my personal ID registered, with my personal address on it.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is just to make sure you are legit. If you are legit and you do not have anything to hide, that is good, and I wish you all the success in the world. But if you're just taking people's money, then me and you gonna have a
Don't
problem.
even talk that language to me. I want you to stop right there. I want you to stop there. I don't take threats.
I wasn't
Because it's
threatening
insulted.
you.
I see it as being insulted. Because you don't discuss with somebody that is not related to them. Just because you want to state or make a statement about it. Okay? That's rule number one. Let's respect one another. I've not stolen your money or asked anybody's money, and I'm not interested to have it.
Okay, but your personal bank account is on the form that you're sending out. It's not for a
Correct. So now
business.
doesn't that give you even more peace of mind?
No,
Doesn't
it
that
does
give
not.
you more references to see who is this person with?
It does not give me peace of
I'm
mind.
asking you that.
It
No, well, then that's your problem, madam. But at least you out and every detail of me and all of us are kind of faking, but standing with my own integrity and my whole identity exposed to each and every person that helped me with my life, that did, and more you cannot expect. Unless you think I belong in a mental institution and I'm a little bit insane, which is definitely not the case.
that was not what I was insinuating. The only thing I'm saying is, if you are legit, I do apologize. I just wanted to make sure because I do have friends and family in South Africa that need to be safe and need assistance with paperwork. But if you're not willing,
I don't need your fears and your prejudice. We have all grown up in this South Africa. We have
you're breaking out again.
some of our families be now.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Just say again. Can you hear me?
You hear me now?
You're still
I hear
cutting.
you.
You're still cutting in and out.
Okay, let me phone you back again.
Okay. Okay, let's try again. It's just saying connecting on my end. There we go.
Right. What I'm saying to you, not in it's hard making stuff being robbed, frauded, being stolen, being attacked on their farm, blah blah. Of course, every one of us who grew up in this country has been through such traumas, including me. And I'm not on my lips using it as an excuse to mistrust other people or to try to achieve my personal goals or satisfaction in the discussion. I do.
Okay, I think
that I have to be extremely concerned about as
I cannot hear you. I'm sorry, sir. It goes in and out.
a person who
I cannot hear a word what you were saying. If you can just send it via voice note, it just goes, you sound like a bit like a robot. It takes your voice in and out. I can't follow what you're saying at all. Hello?
Hi.
There we go. Let's try again. Barely.
Yeah, let's try again. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. So far, so good.
So, like I said, all of us who grew up here in South Africa, I think about 80% of the people have had some traumatic experience of crime in this country. And I don't go with that on my lips to use it to convince people or to give my mistrust in people because of that. We are in that environment and we have to grow with that and secure ourselves against it. So here I am. I have even put onto my platform videos of where my office is and where I work and what work I do. My face is all over the country, and South Africa is a small place compared to America.
It is indeed.
So if people want anything more from me than what I have already exposed about me, please let them stay away from getting assistance and help from me.
Okay.
I am not there to convince people. Honestly, I am not.
See, the thing is, I don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with you if you're not legit or if you try and take people's money. I'm trying to find out the truth. That's the only thing I'm trying to do. If you are an honest person and you are helping people and you are legitimately speaking to the the Secretary of State or either Homeland Security, that is wonderful. I just want to make sure that it is true. That's the only thing I'm on about.
No, I hear you. I hear you absolutely. I hear you very clearly. And I am saying to you that, again, I have given my everything of who and what I am and where I am to the people of South Africa. And for that matter, to the people in the world.
Okay.
And I think that is enough, unless they want to know what happens in my bedroom as well.
I think that's taking a bit too far.
And that's the only thing left that I can give more to them.
I think that is taking it a bit too far, and I don't think me asking you.
No. I'm just saying it as a matter of fact. You know, we are straight talkers.
We
are
are
talking to a blatant, flat Afrikaans guy that doesn't hold back on saying what he feels. And this is how I feel. If you phone me and you cannot take what I'm going to give you, then don't phone me.
Okay.
I am saying to you that is the only part of my life that is still secret.
Okay.
Nothing else about my existence, my movements, my whereabouts, my company I have in South Africa, my bank account, personal bank account, my website on the internet, nothing is hidden. It's open, it's been put out there for the people so that they can feel that, damn man, we can check this guy up. This is the guy who it is.
Okay, and in that same note, I want to tell you that there's a lot of people that take advantage of Afrikaners because they are desperate. They use their own face, they use their own identity because nothing happens to them. So...
Oh, well, I have to say to you, I'm sorry. I don't know about that. I'm not going to get involved with that. I cannot support you in that statement. I am not aware of it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to go and do investigations now. I have voluntarily done this. Please, if people don't feel comfortable, it's a very simple thing. I struggle to say your name because of the spelling. It's a very simple thing. You know, if people cannot do it for themselves, they have family like you in the United States of America. Let them put all their documentation together. Let them put it let them have it verified here, and let them send it to you, and then you just take it. And you go and deliver it at the two departments that I've mentioned for you that was instated by the President of the United States of America to deal with this issue. Then there is no problem, my dear. And let all the other people in South Africa that wants to make use of you because you are already in America and you are the one questioning other people's integrity, you should then obviously be the perfect person to do it. Let them make use of you.
Okay, I don't mind helping people. I've been fighting for the Afrikaners for quite some time, and I've done it free of charge. So that's why I'm just
And you know
kind
what?
of...
I fought 12 years in the military for these people in this country, in war.
Well, then we
And now I'm
appreciate
standing
your
up for
service.
them again. Now I'm standing up for them again, and they have a problem with my integrity.
It's not that I have a problem with your integrity. I'm just making sure that you are legit speaking to
Yes,
someone.
Mama. If you, like I just said, I'm tired of this discussion. To be honest with you, we're going around in circles, and then
So,
you know that yourself.
okay, then,
What I'm saying to you, I have revealed everything about me. If people is still not feeling safe, please go on the Facebook or what you call this thing, TikTok, and make your details known to the people that you can assist them and
the
do
people
that.
know me
I think
already.
they'll appreciate that. They will appreciate that.
There's a lot of people that
Then
know
I
me
can,
already. The thing is, if there's just one simple question, can you provide
yeah,
me
please.
with the department that you are speaking to? Don't give me names, don't give me phone numbers. Tell me which department you are speaking with so that I can go and make sure that you are actually speaking to them.
I am speaking to listen to me, the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Homeland Security. That is where it's going straight to.
Okay, and they know your name, you've spoken with them, and I can go and verify that.
Mama. Go there, you have my name. Go and ask them by the reception if you can speak to somebody about the security department and they will guide you gladly to the right person and you can make your inquiry there.
Okay, and what happens if I go there and they don't know about you? What then?
Well, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. That's a problem you got to deal with. Why must I now tell you story after story? What's your aim here? Are you trying to stop me to help people?
I'm trying to make sure.
Is that what your attempt is? Just tell me straight. What is your attempt on me
I've
here?
been trying to tell you
Have I
straight.
stolen money from you?
Give
Have I
me a
asked people
second
for
to
money?
speak to you. You've been telling me I'm irritating you and all this jazz. I've got
Yes, you are.
one question and one question only. My aim is to find out if you are indeed speaking to someone in America and if you're lying to South Africans. That is my aim. I've made that very clear since the
No,
beginning
then
of
do
this
your
call.
homework at your own cost, madam. Stop it there. If you have the ability to check up somebody, you don't need my permission to do it. You don't need my information to do it. Please, you can go to the department and go and find somebody you can talk to there, and they will lead you to the right people that you can talk to. Please.
I know who to talk to. That
I
is
am
not the
having a
problem.
with that. I have no problem with that.
The problem is I want to know if you are legitimately talking to somebody at Department of Homeland Security. That is my question. Can you answer it truthfully?
I have just said to you, Mama, I have just said to you, please go there. You're not going to take what I say to you, and I'm not here to convince you. I say, you want to get that surety, you want to find out if that is true, please go to that department. You are in America and start doing your research. I'm very glad, and I know that they will lead you to the right person to answer that question for you directly.
Okay, so as long as you've got nothing to hide and you're not misleading anyone, then we shouldn't have a problem.
I just said to you, are we going to carry on with this? Really?
As long, the only
I have
thing...
now told you what you can do. I have told you what you can do. You've got my photos on TikTok. You've got my company reference on TikTok. You've got my home address and my office address on TikTok. You've got my telephone number. If they scan it or they search for it or they go and do a security check on me, which your departments can very much and easily do, they will find out what is my ID number and my street address and my full names. And
That-
then they will gladly tell you the people that work with this is that department there, that's the head of that department. Let me take you to him. Then you ask this question from that person. Please do that. I told you, I have no problem with you doing that. You are most welcome to do that.
Okay, well, thank you for the information you did provide me with. I really do appreciate that. And once again, if you are only doing it to help the people, then I want to say thank you. And if you're not, I'm sure they're going to find out. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Okay, I guess we're done talking then.
Sorry,